What kind of a life? Today, Chifokolo, how this party, PF, how they have done this. Today, I cannot visit my own relatives who are in government. That is anarchy. Accuse Rancho Sanchito. That is violence. You are separating me from my own relative. I can't go and see my relative who is a teacher, who is a police officer, who is a ZAF. I can't go and see those people. Who has created this? Chifoko should ask. It is PF. Now, the young people of this country, they are using the vehicle of UPND, all of them. And when they join UPND, the PF are not happy. They are following to come and beat them every day. And when they come, they go to the police. The police said, no, these are the answers which the young people of UPND have been finding. And what do we do as leaders? For me, as a national youth chairman, defend yourself. It is there. Defend yourself. And when you say defend it, that's a constitution, right? Because the IG, the police, has allowed it. You remember, that even in 2016, after an election, the Commission of Inquiry cited the police under who? Kanganja.
Can we conclude and say UPND as a party, you've lost confidence in the Zambia police, and that is why you are taking the law into your own hands?
No one is taking the law in his hand. I'm mentioning this that because the strategy was we, the UPND, we should hate the police. They were using police. So that we, the youths, and the party as a large, we hate now all the police officers. But we come to realize that, oh, these juniors are just okay, all of them. It has been a strategy of the PF. And we have said no to the police. Let's find who is the causer now. And the causer we found him to say, okay, the IG is a causer also. And being a causer, now we are pointing out this issue to say, after 2016 election, the Home Affairs Minister was cited. The police was cited in violence, meaning it is the same person now who has been in forefront of encouraging violence. That's when we go to the police when there is violence, is not taking care. I want to say this for Kolo. Lawrence was killed in Kaoma. Tell me any report has come under Kanganja. Let's not play with the lives of the people of Zambia. You're an IG, somebody is killed with a gun with the PF, you want to say UPND, I will not defend myself. I can't. Me, I will defend myself. And the UPND youth across the country will defend themselves. No one, and even here I will repeat, no youth member of UPND will go and attack a PF, will chase you in the party. We have said that. And I've chased many. Ask everybody. I've been even hated as a Liswaniso because of chasing those who want to attack PF. But I've said, whoever comes to your meeting is a PF, comes to attack you. Defend yourself, hardly. And I've said that, and no compromise or not compromise with anybody. And the reason is very simple. I've said, the police will never come and help you.
Listen, so the issue of defending yourself,
it's a constitutional right.
About it, and people have said it is constitutional for one to defend himself or herself.
Yes.
But what people are saying out there is that it starts from defending yourself, and that is why we have violence, because no one is attacking the UPND. If you say you're being attacked, the very people that you're pointing at to say they're attacking you have refused that they're not attacking you. Then who is attacking you?
Let me tell you, I've mentioned Tina Kamugodi, my friend. We got Intercity. Okay? Tina Kumutendere, Tina Kumandevu, Tina Kumatero. Tina Muzanga Nathani apene wagwira na ino. They've been in Rampage. They're the one who hacked Elijah. Mooring Road. In the presence of the police, they hacked him. These are the things which we know, all of us. Chifokolo, in Missis, the PF went and beat the campaign center. Even people were raped in Missis. The police, they are aware about this. In Missis.
Have you reported this matter?
It is reported in the police, it's there, it's there, before the nomination. There, in Missis. Chifokolo, what is happening today, if today they rape your own daughter, your mother and everything, tomorrow it will be you. Tomorrow it will be the son of Kanganja. Tomorrow it will be the son of Given Ruvinda. Let's not play with the life here. I'm not going to be a national youth chairman who want to see people are dying, they're being killed each other here in our own country. And yet you got the police. Yesterday I was seeing Mr. Kanganja going, because after I told him, let me tell you, I was in Eastern Province, now in the Kuchadiza. He calls an officer in charge, don't allow this one. Yet he comes from where? Signing a peace accord. He's even telling the two SG, do this with your heart. But what does he do? He's calling the officer in charge. Don't allow this one to be in charge. What are you trying to do there? To bring now enemy between me and the police officers. And I want to tell to the big man, Mr. Kanganya, that you need to prove yourself now. It is him because he was cited in after 20 election in the Commission of Inquiry. He wants to continue. Yesterday he goes to Mateo to pretend. He has to stop as IG. He needs to protect each and everybody. Those in PF, UPND, all political parties. But what he's doing now, he is being used to become a stronghold of PF. Tenti campaign abantu. No one should be stopped to go and campaign. Tenti campaign abantu. Vantu wazo mtuweni wafuna. Mamena kapiri Antonio Mwazanga bali na abantu bambiri. Wazo kuvoterani. Why should you stop me to go and campaign? Why do you want to bring violence on me? Ninkale tepe kwa wabwere wa PF. No.
So there are allegations that you don't have numbers and you don't have a stronghold, and you've seen that you are not going to win these elections, and that is why you have resorted into violence.
And I repeat, and I want to say that UPN is not a political party to bring violence. We have no time for that. We have no time for that. We have demonstrated many times. People have seen as the way we have been behaving. And I've mentioned here to you, Chifokoro, to say that in this area, this violence we are seeing today is not only maybe UPN to go and beaten. Even marketeers, wali musupu, kutenga chabe stand shop Chifokoro, they're charging you 4,000 kwacha. Vasimai watu ngalibe 4,000, wabagona. These reports are there. Have told Bakanganya, and then Pakamgodi Panapajo, Mbachose. You remember I said we the UPND want to clean this town. Who went and protect those thugs at Intercity? Was not the police. Munu that right the Grongo Bazibaja. Not to get so very now more to you, but setting Anna to Songa Savannah Wangono. And just want to Bakuru Tones. Let's do what is best for this country near to Tones, especially as the youths. Againde Hichilem has told us. Reach out and bring people in the party. This country, it is divided. We need to heal this country. And I've said even today, don't come and join UPND to go and revenge. No. Come and join UPND for the better future for this country. We as UPND, Hakainda has guided me as a nationalist, and with my team and provision to say, please, can we help this country? Don't fight. Don't go and beat anybody. But we have reminded Hakainde also to say, Bwana Hakainde Chilema, people are being hacked, people are being killed. Should we sit down when the police are not there? When the police wants to do a right thing, a police officer is being fired, is being transferred. They're being tried in the national interest. What should we do? You go in the constitution, in the book of law of Zambia. There's what you call, you can defend yourself.
Liswaniso,
we're not going to beat enemy.
You are a leader of the young people in the UPND. Your leader, Hakainde Chilema, at Mulungushi, signed and he pledged that as a party, you are not going to involve yourselves in political violence. Also, Batuke Menda, who is the Secretary General, signed, together with the Secretary General of the PF, Honorable Davis Mwira. Where are we missing the point? If the top leadership have committed to end political violence, but political violence has continued, where are we getting it all wrong? Have you failed to tame your youths? Have you failed to tell your youths that, no, let us not, create political violence, because our leaders have committed and they have told us and have told the nation that we are not a violent party and we are not going to engage in political violence?
I've refused many meetings myself as Gilbert Liswaniso.
Why?
Of signing things which you don't want to implement. Number one, let me remind this to you, Chifokolo. The IG, Inspector of the Police, came up with a good strategy of engaging in the youths of the political party. By then, we had the Deputy IG of Operation, Mr. Ben Capes, which was a very brilliant idea. Later on, what did we see? The police killed our own Joseph Kaunda and Samansam. Something which was supposed to be avoided. Of engaging each other. This is a group, we are calling this leader, how many people are coming, by talking to each other, which Mr. Kanganja failed to do. We as UPND, we have demonstrated. Kelvin, today if we lose it, all of us, Tivilekelele chabe. Police cannot maintain peace in this country. Palibe number. We need each other. The police needs us.
You are saying
they don't have numbers to control. I'm telling you.
Are you aware that the police have committed that they have what it takes?
Let me tell you, they have no numbers. Zambian people, listen, Zambian people are many. The youths, they are many. We need each other to maintain peace and order. But we need to commit ourselves with our heart, what we are doing for the best of this country. I should not be allowed as Gilbert to be used as a tool of violence. Not even the IG, not even the PF, not even my colleague Antonio Mwanza. Not supposed to allow that. This violence can stop within a day when people are committed for real to do what is best. I've said the UpND cannot attack anybody, and I've never attacked anybody. It's not about UpND condemning. Yeah, UpND can condemn, but PF should stop it. As an example, who are in power today, they can do it within a day. Collective responsibility. I thank them, my leader, the ST of PF, the ST of UpND, together with the IG himself. They signed peace accord. But are we demonstrating at the end of the day? The answer is no. People are being beaten in the markets. People are being hacked in the markets, in the street. Chief Okola can tell you even tomorrow if you want. I wear a regalia, I go at Intercity. Nima kamba, wakanganja wametu wavalike regalia ya UpND. Wapeleka pamene paja pa Intercity paja. Wazawati ya ubisi. They will hack him like no man's business. And I can tell you today, mutenge wa PF mvalike t-shirt, no one would beat him. Because we are reasoning. I'm challenging wakanganja today. On our own we agree. No one knows muntu aliyense. Olokuwa pasa wa Edgar Chagwalungu wapasa t-shirt ya ready. Endani pa Intercity. They will hack him like no man's business. I'm telling you the truth here. Omafaka shitenga mumbipili timangani kuno. Yendani paka mugodi. They will hack her. These are the facts what I'm saying here. Even when Antonio Mwanza tumpase bareti ya ready. Yenda paso. Let's not pretend here. I've said many times, the issue here is don't say those in PF they should behave, because I've already said that this division you are seeing today, it has been created by the PF themselves. The way they're championing tribalism, the way they somehow have been championing violence. It's on that now violence, people that have been beaten too much, people now are defending themselves. No, UpND is violence. But PF, just do what is right.
If indeed you are able to mention places and you are able to talk about the police not having enough manpower, then the question that Zambians are asking is it possible to end political violence? If it is possible, then who is going to help us as a nation in making sure that we put a stop or an end to political violence?
And I still repeat, it is possible, my friend. Tolerance is number one. We are in a democratic country. You can't be playing a game alone. My responsibility as Gilbert Liswaniso and Akainde Mtainaro Mango Alliance partners is to do checks and balances to Mr. Edgar Chagarugo and PF. It doesn't matter how it comes out. Has we hammer. His responsibility as a president now is to look at the bigger picture to say, what are my colleagues saying here? Are we doing a right thing or a wrong thing here? Is to listen and implement what is best. If we are talking nonsense, forget about the opposition. Focus on the things which you feel like these are the best for the country. Are they doing that? The answer is no. Chief Okola, you are aware on the Youth Day in Kabwe, the youths were demanding something. The PF cadre went to go and attack their fellow youths who were championing for the good cause for this nation. Tolerance. Today you just boo Mr. Edgar Lungu, they will surround you. In democracy, you need to be booed as a leader. Secondary yako. That is what I believe. In leadership, my friend, there's nothing praising you. From the time I got the position of National Youth Chairman, no one has praised me. They always attack me. But my focus, are we leading the young people in a straight way? Hakainde has been attacked left and right, code names. But have you seen what he has done? He has demonstrated, even in a difficult time of treason, has demonstrated as a leader by telling the youth to say no. Even when they stole an election from him, they called him, "Apa kupe wote bela my election hapa." Kulibe, I want to tell you, kulibe, ivena kamba Antonio mwa vena saba ila hivyo, kulibe, the youths of this country were number one, walibe nchito. Two are being mistreated. Security in drama every time in town. Mulipira wantu ma 200 kwacha. Ni security hapo inapasa pay from town moja. Every day people are paying security money there. Where are you bakanganja? Muntu aina business capture ya 300 kwacha. Every day mumutengera drama. Ngasa nalipira mutenga tomato kena mwendo mwataya. That is anarchy. That is violence. And these are the things which the PF haven't realized, that you have been tormenting people for so long. Wakambeko mumenyeni. Akambeko mutocharingeni. How many bus drivers lero when at torture lero? In all the markets. There are many. Let's not pretend when there is a problem, but we can stop violence within a day. Don't say, stop. When I said I have no power by police, it's true. Because in Rwanda, there are almost maybe 15,000 police officers across the country.
We have seen that.
Have you seen it? But the issue here is, let's work together. The police, all political parties, ni party problem. Oh, ni hapa. We are able even to say, ujari violent, not Mwankala Chifokolo. Mwankala force headquarters. Tend to mpase Gilbert Liswaniso. Nilekawala line.
We saw yesterday the Inspector General of Police visited Matero and Mtendere, and he was encouraging citizens and telling them that no one should die because someone wants to ascend to power, someone wants to defend the power that they have. Do you think this approach that the IG has taken of visiting compounds and sensitizing the general public is going to yield results when it comes to ending political violence?
First of all, I was responding because I exposed him as an IG that in 2016, after 2016 election, you were cited as a police under your office. That is number one. Yes, what he's doing may be right, but is he doing heartedly with his heart? That is number one first. As a leader in that office, who's supposed to protect all of us? Muzuba, you are going to say, let's sensitize people. Busiku, you're telling the officer in charge, do this. Am I going to believe you as Gilbert Liswaniso? Is UPN going to believe you? This is the question I'm asking the IG. Am I going to believe you? That's why I want to see him now. So that tomorrow we shouldn't blame each other. I want to see him. That I want to see Wakanganya because I'm seeing this nonsense is continuing in our country. People are sitting on the table signing my papers. Had beating each other. That is nonsense. And I'm not going to sit in that thing. I want to know Wakanganya because me, I'm a disciplined child. Chifoko, can I tell you one thing? I've been brought up in a police camp myself. Kupara kuja. Wamene munda pa nyumba wale Wakanganya, nyumba Wakanganja wamene. Nje munda nenzo lima ine. Pa munda panga. Kuja Osaka West kuja. I'm being brought up in a camp. That's why I'm a disciplined person. Two, I know the challenges of every police officer, even soldiers. I've been in a camp with a soldier. I've been brought up there. I understand a dependence, how it's suffering. Not because a police officer doesn't want to take care of his relatives, but because they cannot afford. I understand the pain. But you can't continue with given responsibility to serve the people of Zambia in that office, and then you are tolerating nonsense. I have no problem, Akanga, to arrest the UPND if they have done wrong things. It's a responsibility to do that. I have no problem. I have no problem to see Akanga arresting the PF when they have done wrong things. That's what we want to see in this country. So that all of us will do what is the best of this country. In our country, Zambia protects, and just take her. No one will come and protect this country apart from ourselves.
In case this is when you are just joining us, you are watching the special interview on your channel of choice, MUVI Television, and we are asking a question. Is UPND a violent party? And my guest on the program is Gilbert Liswaniso, who happens to be UPND National Youth Chairperson. Liswaniso, there is another allegation that has been leveled against your party, the UPND. Director, you can show us that picture, and on the other side, we continue to ask $1 million question. Is UPND a violent political party?
As we are speaking right now, the UPND are organizing 60,000 youths in Lusaka. They are organizing these youths and they want to have what they will call a social contract signing with these youths. They plan to do these activities on the 10th and 11th in Mandevu. The whole idea is that when they go to Mandevu with these 60,000 youths at Hero Stadium, the whole idea is when the police go there to stop that illegal gathering, the UPND will then unleash those young people into Mandevu and Matero. They will burn vehicles, they will burn people's tundembas, they will also kill people.
As a political party, the UPND, you have recruited and you are training 60,000 youths in Nega Nega, as it has been alleged by the PF. And you want to cause violence in Mandevu under the disguise, where you are saying you are going to be signing a social contract, and then you are going to burn vehicles, beat up people, and kill people. How is the training going on with the over 60,000 that you've recruited?
Asawaira oja, lidaipa MPF oja. Antonio Mwanza. Asawaira na party yake. The UPND has grown. We have no time for that. And I want to tell Antonio Mwanza, pamoja na party yao wonse, that we have no time for that. That is number one. Number two, we have no time to kill people of Zambia. Even to kill a PF member, we have no time for that. We have time to see a PF member change his mindset, to join UPND, Tamuta rehabilitate, becomes a normal person in normal life. That's what Akainde wants. UPND is not a part of crooked people, not was straight and honest. Which PF ever swafuna. Every life ya na ukuruku, kubera abantu, kutupasa mankwala yola, kubera antu markets. That has been the other thing. We have no time for that. The youths of this country, across Konse, they have decided to support Akainde HLM. It's their darling. And you cannot stop it. Because it's them who are suffering. So, when akamba mfana muzanga, waukalingalinga, because ni wako wa George, asavaila. And the PF saiziba. Anama vena akamba paja, wakauka cheba uka. Na akamba kudara pano, wende pa kulima tawa menya wantu. Wato chalinga wantu. These things are known. Even Antonio is a FGD, is obviously. I thought Antonio wenda mu PF, azaba was our Edgar Lungu. Violence has made the PF to come down. Even something which has killed the PF, it is violence. That is number one. Intimidation. It has brought PF to music. And should we do the same as UPN? We have said not do it. Because we know the repercussion at the end of the day. Why should I beat people? The issue tienti kambe na bantu. Mayuts ba UPND ni bambiri mu Mandevu, ni bambiri mu Matero, ni bambiri mu Kanyama, ni bambiri mu Chawama, ni bambiri mu Kawata. Wabwera chai because the good message. They have realized that aba wanacha adonchi kubeba, wanacha adunu na reverse, swanga kwanise. And they know that Mr. Edgar Lungu has failed. Tiba konda wa Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Ni bururu watu, ni anko watu, ni tate watu, but in terms of governing this country has failed. Chief Okolo, you are aware that the Rwandan people, Rwanda rebels, complained about this government in terms of militia supporting rebels and things. Just 2 days ago, you think what is happening there. And sometimes we think, is it true, what is happening? And when I wake up, I see this violence. I said, yes, it's a PF of militia, not us. We have no time for that. It is him who's supposed to advise his political party, PF. He was in the opposition to help. That, violence sifunika, tetika mena vantu. Munamanga vimeshiro muko. Uuzane vantu amanga shiro muko. Ngavachikonda ndoza kuvotelani.
With these allegations,
so those allegations which Antonio Mwanza,
what are you doing as a party, and what are you
there's
doing
nothing. There's nothing to start defending.
The number is 60,000.
Let me tell you,
that these are
the UPN. Let me tell you, the UPN has nothing to do with 60,000. We have a lot of youths across the country. Are you getting the point? And when we are recruiting people to go and vote for UPND. Our message is very clear. We hammer PF, not hammering them to go and beat them. No. We tell them what is happening within our homes, why we are suffering, why we don't have jobs, why they cannot empower us. Those who are welding. Those are the message we are talking to the people of Zambia. So when nakamba ni diaper, he doesn't know anything. Akazifola because even in FDD uja mfana watu mkuru mtwani kanto ezo fola. If it's to follow more position, real politicians are for more position. Akambira bantu. Asa nuza chani uja. Asa uza chani Mazambians. What can you tell me? Even Antonio Mwanza ezo fola mu FDD. If it's to follow, we mean well to this country. And we are delivering our kind to become the best country, to come and harmonize and to bring unity. Number one, the country has divided. First thing to do is to bring people all together. You can't develop the country when people have divided. There will be no development.
Are you just going to rubbish the allegations?
Those are, that's what I'm about. Antonio Alota.
Any step. And do you think Zambians are going to agree with you when you just rubbish the way?
I've said Alota. I have nothing to do with it. I don't even to say Kamba Chan, Antonio Mwanza. Maybe political, we have no time for that. The issue is, wakavota vantu awina UpND. Nishi awina we. What can I do? You come and steal and vote. Kulibe Antonio Mwanza na PF yani. Hivyo kulibe. Forget. But 2016 vijalo olo kumuzo ene kulia kumunzini. Lelo waba. Bakubera mu munda. Namba bakubera. Nishi chipuba nindiwe we. Ingama election walati bera wa PF. Nishi chipuba ndise wa UpND. That's what I can only tell you. Nishi chipuba nindis. And I won't even complain. I'll sit down. But the way I'm seeing today, angawinile kuti PF. Kwa mina angawine wakamba Antonio Mwanza. Because bamuuza abantu ibinu kalingalinga ati mwana kulibe chano pana. Bamuuza. Number ya kwela.
Don't you think you're just playing politics?
I'm not playing politics here. I've been very genuine.
The PF are saying the UpND don't even have a strong so-called strong because they have continued to lose numbers.
Kaitili mugemu. Still mugemu. Even FD do tell us win my election because I support PF. Even members akambati awin. Never get compare go face kabiri member because I win go election. Upon time ya to hour. The time you UpND akaenda bwera bwa. Kulibe na voka lipa pano. Even if you're going to use the police, wala. Hii game hii cheni pa game, tichayani che pa game tikambe na abantu. Bantu wazakamba wazafuna. O matrix acha wa PF wala. Ivo mangana wala cheni tikambe na bantu. Titikisha na COVID-19 mnatipana ma drugs kudala wala. Ukanda muchipatira chifokolo kulibe mankwala. 20 hospital ma clinics uzapata je makondo eka. Nawe wodulika.
Liswaniso, I'm happy that you've touched the issue of COVID-19. We have seen the Electoral Commission of Zambia, discouraging political parties, discouraging you politicians not to engage in, not to be having rallies and also road shows. How are you managing to campaign? Have you managed to reach out to the masses out there? And if at all you've managed, how have you found it so easy for you to sell yourself?
Number one, Chief Okola, I want to tell you that I'm happy Mr. Edgar Lungu is going around campaigning. That's what we want.
No, he's checking on development.
He's campaigning as a politician, my friend. Mwazambo nama na noti inusunga nina ameni Chief Okola. Ine politician. Njecho kuja changa ini. Me amemobilizer. But Edgar Lungu is campaigning. Haga inde na wengena.
Even if he's putting.
Let me tell you, all of us we are preaching the same. We are living with COVID-19. It's a serious manja pan. Tinkala na munga HIV and AIDS, munga TB, munga malaria.
And we've been told that huge gathering are super spreaders.
Let me tell you.
So you are saying you're.
Are you not seeing what Edgar Lungu is doing wherever he's going? Are you not seeing it? So is that Mr. Edgar Lungu him is immune to COVID-19? Nifunsa ba Edgar Chagwa Lungu so imwe COVID-19 sikakugwireni imwe simu wa super spreader.
Liswaniso,
saying
is that if you
that's why listen,
who is going to vote?
That's why I'm saying listen, that's why I'm saying not tikasina mani se wantu bakulu country yatu ntose wonse pana not tikasina mana se wantu bakulu tikasichinja tina bana ku manyumba tina wazukulu kufuna kunama ndani. But if is that because they are being used, wafuna kamba ati no guru tonse pano kambira UpND PF we are having gathering. If you are super spreader, all of us are super spread. Don't say nango. Wenango babisama musanga wa PF na meetings. Tia on our meetings there, teze kuchadiza, kutiba on wankala meeting. Wafuna Liswaniso. One of the messages which all of us were preaching PF and UpND is to tell the people COVID is real. We are doing that, all of us. By reminding them what is wrong. Meaning we are helping each other. They will have been talking about HIV and AIDS as a politician. Abstain, we are telling them. Or use my problem, condom, no dulika was expired. Or to pass Edgar Chagolungo Amen. Matesti kitana pasawo vose masuko analiyo semanja alipamaya visa because those were expired things. But we are telling them, we are living with COVID-19. What are we telling the people as we are having these meetings? It's one of them. Could be more sana pan. Tomorrow I'll be in Matero, my brother. Let me tell you.
So for you
Just
to
a
say,
bit.
For you
Tomorrow
to
I'll be in Matero.
Are doing the same. Does it mean you don't have other mechanism for you to use in order to reach out to people? But
what I've refused me, for me what I refused.
In huge numbers, when you've been told that these are super spreaders.
Let me tell you, where Hakainde goes, people follow him. He's a leader.
And that is a super spreader.
Let me tell you, they'll follow him. Olabwele pali ponse wazamufanya. Chimozi mozi na Edgar Lungu wazamukonga abantu. Okwina ngo bamubuinga bati bamuona. Kumwenunga wanamubuinga na kumufumbwe. But wamuona ni leader huyo tenti mbuinga yeko. Wazaenda abantu wazamukunga. Are you getting the point? So the issue here, let's not pretend where I don't want. Bantu wa Zambia munivese maningi. I don't want to pretend. It's either the same of my election can see. Tinkare tonse. But when I see my colleagues in the PF having meetings, Ninkare, that's what I'm saying. Me, I'm encouraging the PF. Go ahead. How you tell people how you are doing it, that's not my business. Even me tomorrow, you say, Nishtevanga. It ends there. COVID is real, it's there. But what message are we putting to tell the people of Zambia? So we are helping each other. Steam yourself. Sambani kumanja. Sensitize yourself. We are doing that, all of us. So why should we start now to say, I'm not even end. No COVID, no back. No. That's what I'm refusing. That I'm refusing to the ECZ. They know Liswaniso punish. I've said no. Because I'm seeing other political parties doing the same. Why would you not say? Tienu kubantu kambe now. Tizaba uza salanganani. Me wherever I go, the crowd will come there. I'm telling you, Mango, the crowd will go there. Chikota, they will go there. But SG people will go there. Cindy, they will go there. Trevor, they will go there. Why? It's a part of choice. UpND is a political party of choice now. If you've seen
other political parties doing this, and you know that it is against, the stance that the Electoral Commission of Zambia has given, and the Minister of Health, why can't you report the Electoral Commission of Zambia?
What can they do?
Our colleagues are doing
what
this.
Can they do? The ECZ, what can they do?
Do you have confidence in the Electoral Commission?
Let me tell you, the power goes to the people of Zambia. Me, I trust the people of Zambia, my friend. And Chulu will declare that day, Hakainde is a winner. I'm telling you, the people of Zambia, they have more power than anybody else. They have power to deny UPN to go to State House. They have power to deny Edgar Lungu. They've got power to do everything. The people of Zambia. All we need is Hakainde to come and strengthen these institutions which have been destroyed by the PF. Because wakawala wakapaka waononga vindu. Ndevili mpefu because wakawala that's why waononga vindu.
Another concern that is with people is that you don't have a clear message.
Which
to
message?
Tell Zambians why they should vote for you. The only thing that you're telling Zambians is that Bali will fix it.
Manje, which message do you want, my friend? Why batikonka ba UPND? Why batikonka abantu? My fit the message. Why are they having hope in UpND? Why is PF crying every day?
Because you're beating them.
Unamenya PF is a PF. First of all, PF wana. Those are thugs, my friend. They're not people, they're not normal. Awila namenya means MP wabo mukawata. Kumpono na sogulira munga ni mwana given read. Is it UpND? And when I wonder about this thing to violence, they thought maybe me I'm joking. The good part of Chairman Liswaniso and his team, we say the truth. Either it hurts you or what is up to you. But the bottom line, Chief Okolo, we have a mandate as a citizen of this country to maintain peace and unity of this country. I've given an example, the way the PF have been behaving in terms of tribalism, preaching his speech. It gives you a clear picture that they're the one who are beating people all over. It ends there. I want the PF to challenge me to say, this also to say the lie. Today, who is in the podium dividing this country. It's not PF. PF. Today are the one beating people. I want somebody to challenge to say, Gilbert, what you are saying it's wrong. You are lying. That's why when they sit now, they want to use other police officers. Mumange ni Liswaniso. Ningabeni. I'm a robber. I have no time for that. I have no time for that. And I want to say tomorrow I'll be in Matero. I want police to protect me. Ni uniform yanga ija. That is their duty.
When you
We have been tolerating this now is to make police officers now can start protecting us. Nje chitoya mama in Matero campaigning there. I'll be in Matero giving even face mark to the people. The police should protect me. It ends there. Police ni ya tutonse. You can't be monopoly imwenango wa PF Johnson ndimwe. You need to do it tomorrow. I'm Nini nkambiratu. Sinio pa muntu. My friend, me I was tortured. Chimani baba. Life yanga sili bwino. Nini odwala pano. They tortured me. Batiaga swinga kumatako. All pains me. My life. Niliokufa kudala. It pains me. The day of treason. The same kanganya, they don't take me to the prison kusikanza kuja. Kukliniki kwao. It's not fair. This is my country. What have I done wrong? You're even setting force headquarters. You want to arrest in robbery. Ine? Kuli wamenza enda. Mi mulandu ninga vomele muno Mzambia. No mobilization nzavomela. Kukambira abantu nzavomela. Not kubera muntu. I don't live a broad life. Niyo pa bintu wabe nakuira kumuzi ine. Niyo pa bintu wabe ene. Mwamena opera kaende bintu wabe nchibozo mozi naine. Wamtele na Lumango. Wakatuka. Waimenda. Tonsa tiyo pa bintu wabe ene. Ma members wa UpND kawangane wambili. Kuchena machita. Tiyo pa bintu wabe ene. It pains me when I see people are being brutalized by the police. And I don't want to see any young person in UpND, even in PF, to go through that. Even the same police officers, they have never gone through what I went through that day of treason when I was tortured by the police. So we don't want that because me, life young and in Odwala. So I don't want anybody to disturb me, but I'll continue to speak of the people of Zambia. The UpND Hakainde will continue. He was arrested for fake mulando, wamumanga mundu, wampea kumkoveko. Ichalo ni chatu. We need Edgar Chagwalongo to be there. We need everybody. This nonsense of violence, we can stop it within a day. What we are doing in this country.
Liswaniso, with 18 days remaining before Zambians go to the polls, a lot of people are scared that with the violence that we've seen, and with the reports and accusations and allegations that are being leveled against your party and also against the party that is in government, to say come the voting day, there will be bloodshed. People are going to be stopped from voting. You are a leader of the young people. Young people are the majority voters. And young people have been labeled as tools of violence, being used by these politicians. What sort of message are you preaching to the young people, to the disabled who are scared to wake up in the morning, come August? As a leader, what sort of assurance can you give them that come August we are going to see peace in this country?
I can assure you, if there is somebody who have helped in this country in terms, I want to say that I was in Lola. The commanding officer of Kaoma going this side, if he is listening here, will tell you. Where a PF camp was there, the UpND camp was there. There was not even any violence. Even when the police wanted to separate us, we refused to say, no, why do you want to separate us? You are bringing anarchy, leave us. Not even a violence. Why? We're able to engage and talk to each other. I want to say this, Chifokolo, and promise the people of Zambia that no UpND member will engage into violence. I want to promise even the police will be peaceful. It is my responsibility as the National Youth Chairman to tame my youths, to talk to them. That is my duty. I am not sleeping. Every day I speak to my youths. Where there is pocket of violence, I do so. But the principle number one of defending themselves, we won't stop it. Because I have no trust to the police. I have no trust in anybody. That is the principle. Even today, you arrest me. The order has already been given to each and everybody. It's nothing. The issue is they will continue defending themselves. But anybody who attacks the PF will identify you. We'll hand over to the police. And will never come to the police to come and check on you. And I'm saying this genuinely in my heart that the UPND members across the country, don't attack your fellow citizen just because he belongs to PF. Reach out, recruit him to come and join UPND. It ends there. That's what Akainde has told us. And let's follow in that way. And I want to say that even the day of voting, there will be peaceful. Those who want to bring anarchy within the polling station, it will be for them to blame themselves.
Who is going to maintain this peace if you say the police don't have a number?
Let me tell you, I've said it's collective responsibility. It is collective responsibility.
With the people that you are saying are violent?
Let me tell you, I've said I'm taking this responsibility as a National Youth Chairman to maintain peace and order. Working with other stakeholders. With other stakeholders, it's the police, the PF, the ECZ. Let's commit ourselves, all of us, genuinely in our heart. Let's not destroy this country just because UPN wants to come to power, just because we want to remain in power. No. Let's not behave like our colleagues in South Africa. No. Let's not do that. Let's go and campaign. Let's not destroy our own property. Let's not kill each other. What benefit are you going to get even if today you kill Liswaniso? What benefit is there? The fact of the matter, all of us will die. Let's safeguard this country. It is our own country. There's no other country where we can go and do politics. We are the young people of this country, and we need to protect it ourselves. Let's help each other. Let's help the police. We'll continue engaging each other. I've told you, he's holding the position as an IG, but I want to see him now for the first time. Not because as an individual, but because of his office. And we continue talking, continue engaging, continue talking to each other. And I want to appeal to my two SGs, those in PF and UPND. Continue talking, to continue reconciling. I know it will not be easy, but we can do it. We can do it, all of us. Let's not be biased, but let's protect each other, all of us. This is the only country which we have. Let's not promote tribalism. Let's not promote it. Let's not divide our country. We are just one people. Mwatekako, Vakanga, even if today you give us heaven, people still need change. Once you understand that principle in your life, you'll never beat anybody. You won't even kill anybody. We're in politics to save people. It's to do what is best for this country. And that's what Akainde Chilema has been doing. That's what the UPND Alliance has been doing, preaching peace and unity. There's no need I see a PF is an enemy to me. No, he's our colleague. He has chosen to be in the other side. Let's reach out with love and peace. And I'm appealing now last to the church leaders. Don't get tired, because you are the one who are looking for orphans, widows. You have the majority who are saving these people in our compounds. Talk to our leaders. Reach out to Akainde Chilema every day. Reach out to Edgar Chagwalongo. Reach out to Kalava. Reach out to Membe. That we unite this country. Let's not destroy this country at this time where we have reached. The economy is bad. Today start running up and down. There's COVID. Where will people go? For once, even Antonio Mwanza, let's think big about this country. Let's advise our leaders when we sit down. Much yes, we want power, all of us. But at the end of the day, we should maintain peace. Let's help each other. Let's help the police. And you, the police, we are not our enemies. We as UPND youths, you are not our enemies. You are our people. You are young people. You are Zambians. Before you become a police officer, you are a Zambian. It's just a uniform. But do what is best for this country, because it is your country. If we are wrong as UPND, I have no time even to beg. Arrest us if you have seen that we have done wrong to you. But do the same to the PF also. Don't segregate. I think my message is very clear.
Thank you so much, Gilbert Liswaniso. This has been the Saturday's edition of the special interview. And I've been chatting with Gilbert Liswaniso, who is National Youth Chairperson of the Opposition United Party for National Development, UPND. And we've been discussing, is UPND a violent party? On behalf of Mavuto Piri, the producer and director of the program, and the rest of the production crew, my name is Kelvin Dabola Chifoko. Good night.